Honest video for the Chicago Bear fans. They act like Ben Johnson is going to come into Chicago and the plays are magically going to make them better. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to come to Chicago, his play calling, he's going to be this guru that, makes, Caleb Williams this great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? This great quarterback, and that all we need is Ben Johnson plays and it's going to be okay. Y'all do understand that we have a level of talent that y'all don't have in Chicago. Say what you want to say. And then, without your plays, you guys are going to be trash. We've been trash for a long time. I can say that, right? But y'all do understand the offensive coordinator that we got now, he helped install that offense. So he was already here. They have a familiarity with him. But for you guys, y'all don't have the offensive line that we have. Think about that for a minute. Y'all don't have nowhere near the offensive line. Y'all keep drafting offensive linemen and they ain't shit. Matter of fact, y'all got our leftover Jonah Jackson. As soon as he left Detroit and went over to LA, he was on the bench. He was on the fucking bench. He couldn't even get off the bench and be a starter in my Gucci Man voice. Don't forget that. Don't forget we got the receivers. I know y'all like the kid Oduzier from Washington. I like him too. And who else they got over there? What's the other guy's name they got over there? They got another good receiver. I can't remember his name. They let Keenan Allen go. And I like the tight end Cole Kmet, but y'all he ain't Sam Laporta. Y'all receivers not Jameson Williams, St. Brown. Y'all ain't got that. Y'all ain't got David Montgomery no more. Y'all dumbasses gave him up. Y'all ain't got a Jahmyr Gibbs at running back. Y'all got our leftover DeAndre Swift. We swiftly got his ass up out of here when we changed over GMs and coaches. So, I get it. Oh, we got the secret playbook, and without the playbook, Detroit would be nothing. Dude, it's about talent. It's about talent. It's legitimately about talent. So if you really ain't got the talent, and the thing about it is I felt that Ben Johnson really wanted to throw the ball more than he actually did in Detroit. And I think in Chicago, with no Dan Campbell to force him to throw the ball, I think that's y'all biggest problem in Chicago. Y'all don't want to be that outdoor team. That's y'all biggest problem, but that's y'all biggest advantage. Being able to play in the cold, and be tough like that. I think that's y'all biggest advantage. But y'all refuse to want to run the ball. And that can be a problem that y'all may see come this season. I just have a theory, and I can be 100% wrong. I feel like if Dan Campbell did any micromanaging for, excuse me, it's hot. If he did any micromanaging for Ben Johnson, I think he really wanted him to really run the ball more. Now you take away Dan Campbell, and now he don't have to run the ball. He can throw it. Y'all might be in a bit of trouble. I feel like the first thing, if you're looking for a head coach to come into Chicago, the first thing you probably need him to be is tough, gritty. We can go anywhere and play. That's the mentality that Dan Campbell instilled in us. Whether it's rain, sleet, snow, sunny, we going out there to play football. We can play any type of terrain. In Chicago, I feel like you have to have that mentality without a dome, and they're getting a retractable dome. I feel like you need to have that mentality. So, yeah, I feel like you need to have that mentality. Seriously. So, so if y'all do run into a problem, he gonna get pass happy. And that was y'all last Matt Eberflus problem. That was y'all problem. Y'all had Dave Montgomery and Mitchell Trubisky. Instead of, Montgomery had that big season, then y'all wanted to make Mitchell Trubisky to start throwing the football. How about just hand the ball off and play action off of that? Trubisky still will be our franchise quarterback. That's going to be the biggest difference. If we're going to succeed with John Morton, that offensive coordinator, we're going to succeed based off of, his ability to commit to the run. If he come in here and be pass happy, we gonna be in trouble. Same thing with y'all with Ben Johnson. He needs to manage personalities. He needs to, do those things as a head coach, and I think he could do those things. But where y'all biggest problem with success and winning gonna be at is his ability to commit to the run. If y'all don't find a way to run the football, y'all are going to get creamed this year. Everything that Ben Johnson was able to do in Detroit, think about this. It was because of the ability to run the football. Everything he was able to do. You got to understand. They didn't know what we was going to do because of the run. Adding Jameson Williams just gave it another twist to it because now you got to defend, every blade of grass. You got to think about our receivers, Laporta, St. Brown. You got to respect them stretching the field and moving the chain. Then you got to respect two running backs that can take it to the house out the backfield. So y'all thinking y'all getting this secret playbook that's going to change everything. It don't work that way. The number one thing I think y'all have to worry about Ben Johnson play calling is finding a way where if y'all run the football and he consistently run the football, y'all will have a very successful season. Bar none. Y'all season will be successful. If he don't commit to running the football, y'all get pass happy. Y'all are going to be the bottom basement dwellers of the NFC North. That's it. Y'all thinking, oh, we got that secret weapon. Goff has success without Ben Johnson. He will have success without Ben Johnson. With Ben Johnson, he has had success without him again. But if Ben Johnson commit to the run, Chicago, and y'all run the ball successfully, Chicago will have a great year next year. Mark my words. If he get pass happy, y'all gonna be in the basement. Y'all gonna be trying to find that man fingernail polish and destroy it. So, my synopsis: check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, NFC North playlist. Hit the link in the description. First link, the link tree. You can find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate y'all for blessing me with y'all viewership. Peace.